We're going to get started.
Okay, sorry.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for attending this ceremony to dedicate one of the county's newest landmarks for the Nevada City Sanitarium. I'm Bernie Zimmerman. I chair the Nevada County Historical Landmarks Commission, which was created in 1969 by the Board of Supervisors to help promote and preserve Nevada County history. Now, there are 10 commissioners. We're all volunteers. 2 are from each district, and most of them are here today. And so going around the circle are Jerry Martini, commissioner from District 3, who's got the camera. He's sort of a local cameraman. And then Commissioner Chuck Shemeka, who's also our videographer in chief. He's from District 4, and standing right next to him is Bruce Boyd, also from District 4. And then going around, I see Bob Carmen, District 3. Next to her is Kathy Hillis, who's District 1, Nevada City. It's her turf. And Mike Coaches, who is also from District 2. And then we have one consultant here, Torben Erickson, who helps a lot with plaque installation. We'll talk more about that in a little while. The Landmarks Commission helps preserve Nevada County history by, among other things, we screen applications for landmark status and make recommendations to the Board of Supervisors, and they're the ones who determine whether something should be declared a county historical landmark. The Commission's application, in this case, was with the consent and support of the property owners, the Ivy Cone family, and you'll be hearing more from them a little later. The board landmarked this site on August 6, 2024, and its formal designation is NEV 2406. Now, the Landmarks Commission promotes county history in a number of ways. Among other things, we publish 2 books. One is Exploring Nevada County, which is a guide to the over 250 historical landmarks in the county. It's available both as a paperback and as an electronic edition, which you can download onto any iPad or iPhone or other device. The electronic edition contains a lot more information than paperback because it's got all kinds of hypertext links to maps and historical resources, and the newest edition is coming out any day now. So if you're interested in either getting a book or getting information about the electronic edition, see Barb over there. The other book we have is called Ghost Towns of Nevada County, and it contains the histories of 38 ghost towns in the county. That's also available from Barb. Now, getting to the sanitarium. The Nevada City Sanitarium was the city of Nevada's first hospital, established in 1910. Now, even though we're landmarking the sanitarium, we are really honoring 2 incredibly resourceful and hardworking women, Nurse Elizabeth McDonald Watson, who founded the hospital and served as its superintendent for many years, and her assistant, Nurse Laura Peterson. Elizabeth Watson was born in Scotland in 1867, and she, as a teenager, took up nursing. Her nursing career was interrupted when her father took ill, and she had to go back home and nurse him. She eventually emigrated to the United States, wound up in Idaho, where she resumed her nursing studies under a Dr. Dudley. Dr. Dudley had a good friend, Dr. Muller, who lived in Nevada City. Inspired by Dr. Muller's glowing description of life in Nevada City, and I'm sure you all would agree with that glowing description, she purchased a railroad ticket to Nevada City and arrived here in 1900. In 1905, she completed her studies and got a nursing certificate from the Chautauqua School in New York. Now, if you want to know more about her incredible story, an article that I wrote has just been published in the Nevada County Historical Society Bulletin. And we have, I think, some extra copies. We do. So if any of you are interested in learning more about Nurse Watson in particular and the sanitarium in general, you can pick up a copy. I don't know how many we have. They're free. 6, I heard. Okay. For those of you who are members of the Historical Society, which is not the Landmarks Commission, Historical Society is private, Landmarks Commission is governmental. You should be getting yours in the mail, and I think a copy may have also circulated by email. Now, in 1910, getting back to the sanitarium, Watson and Nurse Peterson, at the request of Dr. Muller and other local doctors, established the City of Nevada's first hospital in a cottage at 424 Coyote Street, right across the street here, on the banks of what was then Manzanita Creek. It would not have been a very peaceful setting for a hospital. They initially leased the building from Dr. Muller, but in 1914, Watson became the owner. Originally, it contained 8 rooms for patients, but Nurse Watson immediately built a new wing, complete with a surgery. Now, a particular claim to the sanitarium's fame is its record of delivering about 3,000 babies and not losing a baby or a mother. Now, I know we have one baby here, Alice Hammond, who's standing right there, born, are you ready for this, in 1925. So you can see they produced healthy babies. Anybody else here born at the hospital? Okay. They also had, the hospital had an excellent reputation for handling mining accidents, which was a big thing in those days, as well as automobile accidents, which were becoming a big thing. In 1918, they nursed the city through the Spanish flu epidemic without losing a single patient. And one other thing about the sanitarium, if you couldn't pay, Nurse Watson would still treat you. The sanitarium operated as a hospital until 1946, when it was converted into a rest home. So by then, Nurse Watson would have been 79, if I'm counting correctly. The rest home closed in 1953, but Watson and Peterson continued to live there, with Peterson looking after Watson until Watson died at the age of 90 on January 3rd, 1957. The sanitarium was demolished in 1964 with the arrival of the freeway, which is why we have placed a commemorative plaque on this side of the street. Now, we did all this with the cooperation and support of Carolyn Ivy Cohn and other members of her family. And so let me introduce Micah Cohn, whom many of you may recognize from having seen him in various stage productions in town, and he'll say a few words.
Bernie. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being in attendance here. As Bernie just said, my name is Micah Cohn. I am the great grandson of Carl and Ruby Ivy, who built this house here at 425 Coyote Street that you'll see set back from the road. Sometime around 1950, some 10 to 15 years or thereabouts before the sanitarium was demolished to make way for the freeway. It's such an honor to be involved in such a, well, quite literally monumental way, albeit tangentially, with the important history of the sanitarium. On behalf of myself and my family, my mother, who now goes by the first name of Ivy, she's taken on the family name of Ivy as her first name, and her sisters, Marion Talon and Shirley Johnson, with whom the Historical Landmarks Commission interacted to get the permission to put this monument up. I'd further like to thank the commission just in general, but more specifically Bernie and Kathy Hillis for the correspondence that we've had over the last several months to see that this important and auspicious day came about. Thank you all so much for being here once again, and it's just a real privilege to be in attendance.
Thank you, Micah. I'll now ask Carolyn to come forward, unveil the plaque, and read the inscription.
Yeah. As my son Micah said, it is an honor to be here involved in this. I have fond memories. Okay. If I project so you can hear me, I might override the mic, but we'll risk it, okay? I have fond memories as a child, having my grandmother take me across the street, say hello to the beloved woman that this honors, as she was lying in a bed, not able to get up any longer. And her brother would take me down in the back and pick a pear off of the pear tree and sit with me by the creek while I ate it. So you and I have a little bit in common. At least we've both been in that building.
She's probably been in the creek, too.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and read this beautiful monument. I can hold it. Nevada City Sanitarium. Across the street at 425 Coyote Street stood the City of Nevada's first hospital, the Nevada City Sanitarium, established in 1910 by nurse Elizabeth McDonald Watson and her assistant, nurse Laura M. Peterson. It operated until 1946, when it was converted to a rest home. A particular claim to the sanitarium's fame is its record of delivering around 3,000 babies. It also had an excellent reputation for handling victims of mining and automobile accidents. The rest home closed in 1953, and the founders continued to live there, with Peterson taking care of Watson until Watson died at age 90 on January 3rd, 1957. The sanitarium was demolished in 1964 with the arrival of the Highway 49 freeway. I would like to note that this landmark is registered by Nevada County, August 6, 2024, NEV 24-06. Plaque dedicated 2024 by the Nevada County Historical Landmark Commission. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carolyn. Does anybody have any questions about anything that you've heard here? Well, then, in conclusion, I'd like to, well, first, let me say this obviously didn't just appear here. It was constructed by former Commissioner Steve Fry, who is now our sort of plaque installer, and what we call the working group. Chuck Shemeka was very heavily involved with that. Torben Erickson was heavily involved with that. So we really need to thank Steve, even though he's not here, for this beautiful monument, and he installed the plaque. So if you are interested in buying a book or getting information on how to download the electronic version, which costs $7.99 online, Exploring Nevada County is $20 in paperback. Ghost Towns is $10. Just see Barb over there somewhere. All proceeds will benefit the Landmarks Commission. So let me close by thanking Carolyn and the other members of the Ivy Cone family. Thank you all for coming here, and we are adjourned.